What is preventive law? Hi, I'm attorney Paul Delary. So preventive law is the opposite of remedial law. And remedial law is what most law firms or most estate planning law firms do. Basically, get you to sign some legal documents and then send you on your way. And then they wait for the phone to ring with you to call saying that there's a problem. What kind of a problem? Well, maybe there's a probate or there's a family conflict or you got sued. Basically, remedial law is waiting for something to go wrong. Why do law firms do that? Frankly, law firms get paid more money to fix problems than to prevent them ahead of time. In contrast, remedial law takes a proactive approach to making sure that legal mistakes don't happen, or at least that they're caught before they become a problem. You see, our society really just can't afford the cost of remedial law. Lawsuits and administrative proceedings, tax audits, and other consequences are just too slow, expensive, and emotionally draining. So some distinctive components of preventive law include the following. Number one, preventive law uses what we call alternative dispute resolution. What is that? That means an alternative to going to court and fighting with each other for multiple years. ADR, or alternative dispute resolution, includes mediation. That's where the two sides get together with a third party that helps to resolve the conflict, helps them come to a mutually acceptable solution to it. The other form of, or one other form of ADR is arbitration. And that's where, again, you have the two sides, or it could be multiple sides fighting, and then an arbitrator. The arbitrator is typically a retired judge, could be a lawyer that specializes in arbitration, and they meet with the parties for an afternoon or half day, sometimes it's a full day, and then they make a decision. And now the decision may not be what you like, but the decision is probably not going to be what you like if you go through a year or two of litigation. That's almost guaranteed. So, and it's a lot faster than going through the court system. Preventive law also includes what we call legal surgery. In other words, the lawyer or the law firm tracks the action items after each meeting, kind of like surgeons counting instruments and sponges after the operation. Now, other law firms, or I should say many other law firms, don't do that and don't follow up after having a meeting with the client. Third, a preventive law firm will act like a facilitator with your other professional advisors. You see, the lawyer is not omnipotent and not all powerful, just like your financial advisor doesn't know everything, and your life insurance agent and your CPA, they don't know everything either. So it's best if all of the advisors helping you and helping your family work together and communicate at a minimum once a year. And even if it's just a 5-minute phone call or something, but at least to just touch base. So the professional advisors that we often see included might be your accountant, your life insurance agent, your property and casualty insurance agent, financial planner, investment planner, retirement plan actuary for your business, management consultant for your business. Maybe you have a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a family coach that helps you. It could be your family business's human resource consultant or marketing consultant. And all of those people should really be in contact, because otherwise they can all be doing other things that could be in conflict with what your goals are or with what you discussed with one of the other advisors. Fourth, preventive law takes a holistic approach. You see, your family and your family business are composed of the same kinds of elements as a human body is. You have the bones for support, you have the circulatory system, like money, you have the soul, your family's mission and goals. You have the nervous system, ways of finding out what's going on and what's happening and are there dangers. You have muscles, you have the immune system, and all of these have to be integrated and work together. And then fifth, preventive law takes an airplane pilot approach to things. So we use checklists for all legal procedures. Just just like when you get on an airplane and the pilot may have 30, 35 years of experience, but they still use the same old checklist, the same old thing over and over, because just making one mistake could be catastrophic for a whole bunch of people. So it's important for pilots to use checklists, as it's important for your law firm to use checklists. Sixth, we involve backup systems in all documents. Just like a battleship has multiple backup systems. You know, if there's a missile that hits on the side, they're able to seal off that part and make sure the whole ship doesn't sink. And with legal documents, we want to have backup systems built in place. And also, seventh, we want to avoid built-in obsolescence. So we think through, you know, all the things that you know could change in the future, and we do the best we can. We can't be perfect with this, but we do the best we can to think about common what ifs and things that likely happen with families, and then we build in procedures or provisions to account for those things happening. Next, we have internal audit trails. So until you have the documents signed and assets have been transferred, we will be following up with you, because just because you had the intention to sign documents or transfer something, until it's actually been done, it doesn't exist. So we want to make sure that we lock things in place and make sure that your plan is actually completed. And then we schedule what we call 10,000-mile checkups. So just like with your car, you have checkups because fan belts get old and, you know, the tires need rotating and oil changes and all that stuff. The same kind of things happen with legal documents. There can be changes in the law. There could be things that happen in your family, maybe a birth, a death, divorce, marriage. And so we want to check in with you periodically, probably once a year. Sometimes maybe it's every couple of years, but at least periodically. And so we have a plan in place within our company, within our law firm, to reach out with you systematically, just to kind of check in and see if there have been any changes that might affect what you want to happen. And then the goal of this really is to have a legal ratchet. Okay, so like a ratchet is always hopefully going forward, and not backwards. We want you and your family to always be going forward, so that because a mistake can set you back. So we don't want you to go backwards. Also, as preventive lawyers, we learn from our peers. We're always every day. I receive emails, and our lawyers look at emails from other law firms and other lawyers who've said, here, this happened, what do I do? This happened, what do I do? Here's a situation, and it caused a mistake, and this is how it should have been prevented. And so we're always learning, and you get the benefit of that as we stay in touch with you from year to year. And then I guess I've kind of already said this, but you need to expect that you will get periodic communications from us. So we want to make sure that, again, that you get the benefit of things that we learn. Maybe there's changes in the law, or we find out that this one paragraph we put in your trust, it doesn't really work that well anymore. So, we need to maybe change that. And so that's the spirit of preventive law. It's being proactive and making sure that you're taken care of going forward, and that your family is taken care of. If you have any questions, give us a call at 602-443-4888. We're here to help.